of state from across the Western Hemisphere. For the first Shield of the Americas Summit, we come together to announce a brand new military coalition to eradicate the criminal cartels plaguing our region. The heart of our agreement is a commitment to using lethal military force to destroy the sinister cartels and terrorist networks once and for all. We'll get rid of them. Every leader here today is united in the conviction that we cannot and will not tolerate the lawlessness in our hemisphere any longer.
We want the world to see that when you are a friend and an ally of the United States, it is a good thing. It's reciprocated.
The ACCC will be a force for good, for peace through strength in this hemisphere. We look forward to working with your great countries.
Looking for a fast way to track what's moving online right now? Head over to Qnotables.com. It's a centralized index of notable clips, headlines, and references being shared across the community, organized for quick browsing. Use it to spot patterns, pull links, and build your own research list. Qnotables.com. Browse the notables, verify the facts, stay informed. All reports can be found on Q Research or Qnotables.com. Notables do not equal endorsements. We are researchers who deal in open source information, reasoned argument, and dank memes. We do battle in the sphere of ideas and ideas only. We neither need nor condone the use of force in our work here. From the Q Research Boards, March 9, 2026, Melania Trump announced that her film Melania will debut on Amazon Prime following its theatrical release. The film documents her life, public role, and work during and after her time as First Lady. The streaming launch is expected to expand the audience following strong turnout during its initial theater run. Iranian Parliament Speaker Mohammad Bakr Kalibaf said Tehran is not seeking a ceasefire as fighting continues across the region. Kalibaf told lawmakers Iran will continue defending its strategic interests while responding to attacks. The remarks signal Iranian leadership is preparing for a prolonged confrontation rather than an immediate diplomatic settlement. Mexican authorities arrested Roberto Beto Bazan Salinas, identified by officials as a high-ranking Gulf Cartel operator. Police say Bazan Salinas was detained in Guanajuato and is accused of coordinating shipments of cocaine, methamphetamine, and marijuana into the United States. Authorities say the arrest disrupts a major trafficking network tied to the cartel. Israeli authorities report that the Orot Rabin power station in Hadera, the country's largest electricity generation facility, was struck during the ongoing conflict. Officials say temporary power outages were reported in parts of Tel Aviv as engineers assess the damage. Security forces continue responding to threats targeting infrastructure across the region. President Donald Trump said the timeline for ending the Iran war will be a mutual decision between the United States and Israel. Trump stated he remains in close contact with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu as both governments evaluate battlefield developments and long-term security objectives. Several Republican lawmakers are urging federal action to secure California oil production, citing national security concerns related to domestic energy supply. Lawmakers argue that maintaining stable U.S. production is critical to protecting energy markets during global instability. U.S. forces conducted a strike in the Eastern Pacific targeting a suspected narcotics trafficking vessel. Military officials say 6 individuals aboard the boat were killed during the operation. The strike is part of ongoing counter-drug operations aimed at disrupting maritime trafficking routes used to move narcotics toward North America. A diplomatic meeting is scheduled in Israel involving U.S. envoy Steve Witkoff, Jared Kushner, and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Officials say the talks will focus on coordination surrounding the ongoing regional conflict and broader security issues affecting the Middle East. President Trump said short-term increases in oil prices are a small price to pay if the Iranian nuclear threat is eliminated. In a public statement, Trump argued that long-term global security outweighs temporary volatility in energy markets.
At shop.isitwaya.com, everything you buy supports Akun.top, the place where people talk freely no matter what. Check out our Akun Honey Pot, a jar of yummy honey that's as strong as your voice. Put it on toaster and tea. It's not just honey, it's freedom in every bite. Then there's Qn butter, a smooth handmade skin cream that makes you feel good while you fight for what's right. Awesome wooden pieces for display only. Hang them up or set them out. They're for showing off Qn's tough spirit. Want to help even more? Get a proto membership. So go to shop.isitwhatyou.com now and grab some goodies. Help Qn.top keep free speech alive, and let's keep the ideas flowing loud and free.
All reports can be found on Q Research or Qnotables.com. Notables do not equal endorsements. We are researchers who deal in open source information, reasoned argument, and dank memes. We do battle in the sphere of ideas and ideas only. We neither need nor condone the use of force in our work here.
From the Q Research Board's March 9, 2026, Interior Secretary Doug Burgum said supporters in Venezuela have discussed building a statue honoring President Trump. Burgum made the remarks while discussing political reactions in Latin America to U.S. policy and regional leadership shifts. Bitcoin briefly fell below $66,000 after rapid market liquidations erased more than $140 million in leveraged positions within minutes. Market analysts say the drop occurred shortly after U.S. stock futures opened, reflecting ongoing volatility in cryptocurrency markets. Former Congressman Jesse Jackson Jr. criticized speeches delivered by Barack Obama, Bill Clinton, and Joe Biden during remarks about his father's legacy. Jackson said the speeches focused on political messaging rather than honoring his father's contributions. Energy data shows U.S. crude oil inventories, including the Strategic Petroleum Reserve, have dropped to levels not seen since the mid-1980s. Analysts say the decline reflects years of drawdowns combined with strong global demand and shifting supply dynamics. The U.S. State Department ordered non-essential diplomatic personnel to leave Saudi Arabia as tensions rise across the Middle East. Officials say the move is a precautionary step designed to reduce risk to American personnel during the ongoing regional conflict. President Trump said he will not sign additional legislation until the SAVE Act passes the Senate. The proposed legislation focuses on election procedures tied to voter eligibility and citizenship verification. Iranian state media reports that Mojtaba Khamenei, the son of Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, has been named the country's new supreme leader. The announcement signals a major shift in Iran's leadership structure during a period of regional conflict and internal pressure. Defense officials confirmed that a 7th U.S. service member has died from injuries connected to recent military operations involving Iran. Military leaders expressed condolences to the service member's family and fellow troops. California Congressman Darrell Issa announced he will retire from Congress. Political analysts say the decision raises new questions about the balance of power in the House ahead of the upcoming election cycle.
Every voice matters. The power of free speech is more important than ever. Imagine a place where you can share your thoughts freely, explore new ideas, and engage in meaningful conversations anonymously. With online anonymity, you can express yourself without fear of judgment. It's about freedom, creativity, and connection. Join the conversation that matters. Embrace your voice. Celebrate your freedom. Visit 8kun.top today. That's 8kun.top.
Don't delete me bro.com. 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 Share the site with others.